Good evening, guys. Tonight we're going to talk about funny reviews like food places or product reviews or um, actual, like, legitimate places. Um, I'm just going to wait a few minutes to see if some people pop in here and then we'll start talking about them. Some of them I think are pretty funny. Some of them are kind of give you a little chuckle, but they're not like, hilarious. But some of them are kind of funny. All right, so the first one I found was for like a sandwich container that you can like put in your lunchbox or whatever. And the person gave it 4 stars because it didn't come with the sandwich in it, like was in the pictures, which I thought was kind of like hilarious because why would it? I kind of like chuckled a little bit because some things just make you scratch your head, and I think that one kind of made me scratch my head and chuckle at the same time. Um, the next one was like, I'm sure everybody's heard of the movie The Wolf of Wall Street, and it's like, I guess the real movie is about brokers like um, defrauding like wealthy investors and stuff, but the person gave the video or the movie 1 star because it wasn't a nature documentary. I'm guessing that they were expecting to find like actual wolves in the movie. It could be stale by the time it gets there. It would definitely be stale, and I would hope that like there wasn't mayonnaise or mustard or anything like that on the sandwich because that definitely would have made that interesting. Yeah, that's um, an hourglass. So some people know what an hourglass is, some people don't know what an hourglass is, but it's literally a sand thing that, gives you 60 minutes. So this person gave 3.7 out of 5 stars because when they flipped it upside down, it took an hour for the sand to get back to the bottom, which I found kind of hilarious because I think that's one of those duh moments. Um, let's see here. A UFO detector, 1 star, because, and I quote, mine must be broken. I'm still getting abducted on a regular basis. Wow. That one cracked me up a little bit. Yeah, exactly. Um, I didn't even know that they made those types of things, but apparently they do. Um, I don't think I'm going to do that one. So you know how like at Halloween you can get like the different animal head masks. This person bought the horse head mask and reviewed it and said it's day 87 and the horses have accepted me as one of their own. That one kind of made me chuckle because I'm sitting there imagining like one of my boys putting this on and actually going and doing something like that. That'd be kind of funny if you asked me. I guess these tend to make me chuckle a little bit more if I can imagine. Like, I could totally imagine my sister doing this. Um, this person purchased a toilet brush, like a toilet bowl cleaner, Ain't that the truth? Yeah. Like a toilet brush clean, like the brush you use to clean your toilets. And they gave it 2 stars because it caused too much pain and they were going back to toilet paper. I don't think they read the directions. And I imagine that it did hurt. This one was so detailed that I was laughing while I was writing it. So they did a review of the 5-hour energy drink, and they said, do not fill up a super big gulp with 5-hour energy and chug. My heart has either stopped or is beating so fast I can't feel my own pulse. I haven't slept in 72 hours. I can't feel my face. And I peed this morning. Pretty sure it was 99% blood. God help me. Oh, that was hilarious. That was super detailed. Yeah, it made me chuckle. I thought it was funny. I like reviews and comments like that. I've never had a 5-hour energy, but I know people that drink them and they smell like when we were kids, there was this nasty medicine called Dimetapp. It smells like that. It smells like Dimetapp. Like I can't get past the smell to do it, to try one. Plus, I kind of like my heart at a regular beat. A mini cutout of Danny DeVito. A good man. I'm content at night knowing he watches me sleep. These are kind of funny. Some of them were like stupid and some of them were just funny. I don't know that I could sleep with a mini cutout of Danny DeVito in the corner of my bedroom. I did get freaked out though because I think Danny DeVito is like the spokesperson for Jersey Mike subs or something. Because I think we went in there one time and there was a mini cutout of Danny DeVito in the corner. Kind of freaked me out a little bit. This person ordered table salt. It's salt that tastes salty and makes food salty as well. Pretty sure that's a spot on description. Yeah, I wouldn't want any cutouts of any person in, well, I can't say that. I might want a cutout of Johnny Depp. Sorry, kids getting snacks. This person ordered a pancake costume. And the review said, sometimes I wear it to remind myself I can be whatever I want to be, even a stack of pancakes. Some people probably think these are dumb. I think they're hilarious. So apparently they make this steering wheel work tray. So like it sits on the bottom of your steering wheel. And this person left the comment, I love emailing the highway patrol while I drive to let them know the tag numbers of cell phone users while driving. I'm pretty sure that that's like just a sarcastic comment, but it's still funny. I can't imagine somebody actually doing that. But then again, it can, so there's that too. You know, like the windshield shades you can get, and they sit up there to keep like the sun from making your steering wheel too hot and yada yada yada. This person bought one and it says, keeps my car cool. Only defect I've found so far is that it's hard to drive with this on. I've wrecked 5 times since purchasing. Apparently that person didn't read the directions either. I can't. Some of these just like, I hope they're sarcastic. I hope they didn't actually do these things. But then again, you never know. So I'm sure everybody has seen that you can buy this spray that smells like farts and it stinks. And it's a prank, but you can buy it and you can spray it. This person commented, worst spray breath freshener I've ever tried. I don't know how you mix that up, because I'm pretty sure on the bottle it specifically says fart spray. I don't know about you, but I wouldn't be spraying that in my mouth. So, don't exactly know what this is. I haven't looked it up. I don't know. So if one of you want to look it up and tell me what it is, uranium ore. They purchased this and they said, I left this product next to my pet lizard, and now he's 350 feet tall and destroying Tokyo. I'm guessing it's some sort of, I mean, I know that it's a chemical or like a chemical, but I don't know exactly what it is. Maybe I should look that up because I really want to know what it does. It's a fuel for nuclear power plants and historically used for coloring glass and ceramics. I think this was a sarcastic one, but it was funny. This person visited a Scottish theater and left the review. The actors have a Scottish accent and are very hard to understand. I would imagine if you're a foreigner in Scotland, they probably would be a little hard to understand. Uranium is used in nuclear weapons and power plants. Okay. Well, it turned this person's pet lizard into Godzilla, according to him. This one kind of made me chuckle because I really want to go and I really want to see it, but this kind of made me chuckle. Grand Canyon, just an overblown sandy ditch. Really don't get the fascination. I think it would be kind of cool to see the Grand Canyon because, I mean, it's one of those like landmarks that you kind of want to see. But I think this guy made it very clear that it's just a sandy ditch. Have any of you ever been to the Grand Canyon? This person went to the Golden Gate Bridge and said, it's just a bridge covered in fog. Buy a postcard, you'll see it better. The Bay Bridge is way nicer. I'm guessing not yet. Is it on your bucket list to go there? I would like to go because I think it looks cool. Now, I have been to this place, and I had a different experience, so I thought it was fun. Central Park. Just grass and overpriced cafes surrounded by buildings and a square. So, Central Park I thought was cool. And the funny story is that me and a couple other ladies went on this trip to New York City. And one of them was looking for a restroom, but it was all the way at the other end of Central Park. So there's these guys in Central Park, or ladies, that have like this little bench seat that they pull on a bicycle. And the bench seat is made for one or two people, but there were three of us. So I ended up sitting on their lap while they took us down to the restroom. And it was kind of cool. Well, that was the funny part. But the cool part was that the guy who was driving us on the bike would point out like different things. Like, for instance, the tunnel in Home Alone in Central Park, he points that out. So it was kind of cool. I thought it was cool. I don't think it's just grass, but I'm sure that they are definitely overpriced cafes. I was waiting to see if she commented about the bike rider, but this person visited. He was struggling a bit. Yeah, there it is. He was struggling a little bit, but it was still funny. It was funny. It was like one of the highlights of that trip. Plus, that trip, I believe, was the warmer of the two trips to New York. The ancient pyramids. This person said was rather disappointed. No vending machines or cafe to get a drink. Badly needs refurbished. Looks like it's been 200 years and there's poor brickwork. Apparently, they didn't read the memo. There's a reason why they are called the ancient pyramids. But apparently it needs refurbished. Like the tree and all the people. Oh, that was like being in a sardine can. That wasn't the highlight. The highlight was the dude on the bike. But being smashed like a sardine in a sardine can was not a highlight. Funny, but not a highlight. This person said that they visited a beach in Hawaii. A great beach, just too sandy. Very nice for swimming. Water was clean and clear. Don't all beaches have sand? I mean, I'm guessing the majority of them have sand or very tiny pebbles. Sand or pebbles? Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure all beaches have sand, so I think they kind of missed that point. Okay, so I've been to Niagara Falls. It's absolutely gorgeous and very rocky at Hawaii. So it's more like pebbles in Hawaii? Because they said it was too sandy. This person went to Niagara Falls and said, it was okay if you like to stare and listen to water. It wouldn't hurt to send a boat over the other side every now and then for some thrills. I don't know if you can hear them or not, but I have two in the back that are being kind of loud. Depends where you go. The coral reef is rough. I just thought it was funny. I would assume all beaches have some sort of sand, though. Pretty sure with the Niagara Falls one that they've attempted that a couple of times, and I don't think those people thought it was thrilling. So this is just a random restaurant review or comment. The waiter took my order, went outside to smoke, and then waved at me through the window. That's funny. I'm just hoping he put the order in before he went outside, but that's kind of funny. I'm sure it would make a couple of you upset, but I would think it was funny. Would you find it funny if your waiter did that, or would you find it disrespectful and rude? I'm kind of curious. I guess it depends. I would think it was funny. As long as my order went in before you went outside, then I would think it was funny. In Hawaii, they do. You'd find it rude. So I got one funny and one rude. The coral reefs are like protected now, aren't they? Like I'm pretty sure that's part of like the protected part of the ocean now is that like you can't get near them. No tip. Gotcha. This person purchased Uno, thought it was a one-player game, and said played alone doesn't work. I'm guessing they mistook the Uno part of the game. Totally doesn't work for one person. Depending on who I'm playing with, I'll either go easy on you, and other people, it's hardcore savage. It depends on who I'm playing with. Some people, if I got 3 draw 4s in my hand, I'm laying all 3 down. I have commentators in the back. Do you change your play style depending on who you're playing with, or are you just a savage with everybody? My commentators are back there. Payback for sure. It depends. If it's one of my kids, I'm not playing easy. Yeah, if it's one of mine, they're not getting it easy. Yeah, right? Well, maybe. I don't think it matters either way if I'm in a good mood or not. I'm still going to be a savage. Depends on who I'm playing with, though. This person visited the Taj Mahal. Could be better if it was painted pink instead of boring white. Alrighty then. Can you actually hear them? Are they being too loud or is it just me? I'm sure you heard that one. I really hope you cannot. This one made me chuckle because I can 100% see my sister doing something like this. This person bought a lightsaber and said, I use it to run at the delivery drivers while yelling, I have the Force. They have avoided my home, mission accomplished. My sister would do something like that. I don't think she's done it with a lightsaber, but I'm pretty sure she's chased people and animals out of her own yard. But I could totally see her doing something like this. I've seen her do some crazy things, and if I ever get her to do this podcast or do this stream with me, I hope she tells on herself a little bit. This person had previously rated a bus depot and gave him 5 stars, and went back and said, I must downgrade to 3 stars after the last bus I was on ran over 2 people and kept going. My question is, why are you still giving them 3 stars if they ran over 2 people? I think that kind of qualifies for, like, downgrading them a little bit more. And then, like, why are you... I hope you, like, made a phone call to, like, the ambulance or something before you decided to go, downgrade to 3 stars. This person bought a, like, smart kitty litter box. I guess it does its own thing and circles through, cleans out the litter. And it says, one of my cats got spun like a rotisserie chicken. I didn't buy a smart cat box. I bought a poop launching trauma machine. My cats are now in therapy. I'm picturing this in my head of, like, these cats being thrown out of a kitty litter box. I hope they weren't hurt, but that's pretty funny. A flying cat. Mm-hmm. I like to watch those videos on, like, TikTok and Instagram, Facebook, like the reels of people putting aluminum foil on their counters and the cat jumps up and takes off. Or I think there was a trend for a little bit where people bought cucumbers and stuck them on the floor, and for some reason cats are terrified of cucumbers. So the cat would, like, run off. Cats are hilarious when they get scared. I can't help it, but they are. This stream might be a little on the shorter side tonight, but I guess there's one question I'm going to ask, so maybe you guys start thinking about it. Has anything ever, like, have you ever bought something or went to a store and they didn't do what they were supposed to do? I have an example, and after I finish these, I'll do mine. But like, think about a time, like, did you ever go to a restaurant and they completely got your order wrong? The next one is that the person ordered a container of 5,000 BBs, but only gave them 4 stars because it only had 4,999 BBs. So I guess they lost a star for the BB. This person bought a book and reviewed it and said all the letters were in there. Yeah, could you imagine? Like, how do you even get the notion to say, I think I'm going to count them? I'm going to make sure there's 5,000 BBs in here. I don't have that kind of patience. I wouldn't want to sit and count all those. This person bought a plastic banana slicer. Grateful for this device as my parole officer won't give me access to knives. I don't even know what to say to that. I really just don't even know what to say to that. First of all, bananas are pretty soft. But apparently they needed a banana slicer. A review of McDonald's. Thank you for helping me maintain my weight. This person ordered banana bread. The banana bread pudding tasted just like bananas. I would imagine it did. And the last one is there's this video game called Rust. And it's kind of like gathering materials and building bases and things like that. But the comment was, you will experience all emotions in one night. I feel like that when I play Fortnite. I go through a variety of emotions. I do have 2 left, but they're kind of, I don't think I'm going to put them on here, but I will send them to you. They're pretty not okay. Okay, so the story is a few years ago, we got McDonald's for dinner, and we make it all the way home, sit down to eat, open up the wrapper, and there is no burger on the bun. It's just cheese and ketchup. No burger. I don't know how that happens. I really don't know how that happens. I know some of you have to have stories of like things like that happening. Once I see a couple of the stories, we'll probably end the stream here. So I didn't put like anything else on it except the burger and the bun. Like no cheese, no ketchup, no pickles, no nothing. Nice. Wednesday, I think we're going to play probably trivia with the kids, but then we're going to do like half trivia, and then because Thanksgiving is on Thursday, probably do some like, what are you thankful for things. I think the trivia will be fun. But it's like general trivia stuff, and it'll just, hopefully the kids will be able to answer them. I would hope so. Nobody else has any stories? I think out of all these, the toilet brush and the 5 hour energy were my favorites. Did you have a favorite one? The hourglass one was kind of funny, but I think by far the toilet brush and the 5 hour energy were my faves. I know sometimes this is delayed or sometimes the comments come in delayed. That's why I'm just waiting to see if anybody else has any before I end the stream here. Some people say that their comments come through. Other people say they commented, but I don't see it. Natural selection. Yeah. I mean, it's pretty funny. And some of these are, yes, some of these are those. Well, if nobody has any stories about stuff that they got that was wrong, then I think we'll go ahead and end the stream because I have kids that are yelling and making noise and being ridiculous. I just don't want to, like, one time I ended a stream and somebody had commented and I didn't get a chance. Like, it was just as I ended that I saw their comments. I just want to make sure I don't miss somebody. So, yeah, Wednesday we're going to do trivia and some what are you thankful for stuff. And definitely want you guys to play along for trivia night. All right, guys. Good night.